Odyssey. I have my channel mirrored. It's actually exactly the same as YouTube, but it goes on Odyssey. If YouTube take anything off, Odyssey don't. So yeah, it's on Odyssey, which is library. But anyway, this person put this in about common law and what the real meaning means. And they said how common law was misunderstood. Common law is merely in case law written by judges. It was once so called unwritten law solely because it's not written by elected politicians and not published in statute books. But this does not mean that the common law was unwritten and unpublished altogether. It was, and it still is. Common law was and still is written by appellate judges and still published in court reporters, not statute or code books. But legal outsiders do not know this. They mistakenly believe that the common law was never written in the first place and that it has been replaced by modern written law. But this is not so. Common law is written law and is still the single most commonly used form of law in the United States and many other countries that were part of the English Empire, including Australia and New Zealand. Of all the courts in all of these countries are common law courts, and all of them still use and still follow the common law. Common law is still being used, written and published every day all over the globe, written for the entire post here, and they sent me some links, so I went and had a look. So I thought that was very nice of that person to answer it, and just yeah, and I went obviously to look at the links that they gave me. Let's move it on. So obviously there's a little bit there on common law, which you can stop and read this. Obviously you can go and look it up yourself. It's in Wikipedia. And then there was a map there, and it was showing all the countries that are common law. So I went to look, as you know I will. So the pink ones are common law countries. That's the UK, Canada, America, Australia. There's a few more pink ones because it says anyone that's in pink. It's got different the different laws of the countries. And obviously Russia is not common law. It's blue, which is civil law. It's different. So the blue ones are civil law. It's very small to read them. Yeah, I was a bit shocked. I think I'd blow this up because it was just too small to see. There you are, just explaining it. There's even pink. That's pink. I suppose you could say that's. It's purple, isn't it? But it's not. It's got to be one of the pink ones. South Africa. There's India, so that's not India. What's next to India? Oh, I can't remember now. Anyway, that's pink. There's pink there. There's kind of pinky purple here. Pink here, pink here. Anyway. I think I blow it up, so I'm just going to have a check. It is a little bit difficult to read, but obviously places like Russia and that are civil law. Then you've got common law. You've got, I can't read the next one, civil, or whatever that is, military law. And there's a couple of others. There's Jewish law at the bottom. It's annoying when you zoom in that they don't really show themselves. But anyway, yeah, those are the laws of the world. It's got Neapolitan. It's got the names there. It's a bit annoying we can't see it properly. Yes. I just remember Claudio saying that Russia are in common law, but they're not, they're in civil law. And that's the law of the world. There it is. But the Queen owns most of it, somehow. Even if they've got those titles of laws, the Queen runs most of it. Or, yeah, she just does somehow. Anyway, those are their questions again. I went to look at one of the different ones, other ones there, one of the other links. Definitions of common law, which you can stop and read if you want. So, common law is made by judges and courts. Can you believe that? We're looking at common law as being something that's our rightful thing to have round us. not the corporations and not all that lot, but actually common law was made in courts. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? So anyway, you can stop and read any of that if you want. Do the decisions of the courts. Common law is a term used to refer to law that is developed through decisions of the court, also known as case law or case precedent. What's that? Yeah. And I'll go and look at one more. Oh, actually, I think that was the same one. So, yeah, that's that question anyway. I'd like to say thank you to that person. And, yeah, what's your thoughts to what they're saying then? It's a bit different still, isn't it, to what we've been looking up and what we've been looking at about common law. It's all made in the courts. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because they run the courts now. It would be much better if they didn't run the courts and common law was for the people. But it seems that they've mangled it into their stuff, I think, now. But anyway, every day it is there, and I don't think people realise. But anyway, thanks very much for watching.